Hi, and welcome back to the Spare Room Convos Podcast. This is a podcast where we have conversations about various things in our spare room. I'm Brendan Ford, and I'm joined by my fiance, Brooke Kuzma.
Hey, guys.
Brooke, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
Chilling?
Chilling.
Feeling good?
Feeling good.
It's Sunday.
Yeah, and I have 15 school days left.
I was going to ask you if you have the Sunday scaries, but you're almost done. So at this point, it's kind of like whatever.
Yeah,
You're just watching like movies now. You know, going through the entire Harry Potter playlist, or
See, we're not allowed to watch movies at my school.
what?
Yeah, but yeah, we're kind of just chilling. Report cards are almost due, so we're getting through the stuff.
Okay.
Do some more fun, but yeah, it feels weird that it's already about to be over. I feel like April went by really fast. And
It did. Yeah, I mean, like, the first couple of months of, like, the year went by fast already.
Yeah.
The first 4 months already done.
It's really weird. Like, normally I feel like this is, like, the long haul where I'm like, ugh, I want it to be summer, but it literally is about to be summer.
Yeah. And I forgot today was Cinco de Mayo. So I didn't have any tacos, any, like, margs.
Slay. We only have, like...
No Coronas, nothing.
We don't. We have, like, this much margarita mix.
This is sad. This is sad.
It's a sad day.
But if this is your first time tuning in, we have conversations about, like, pop culture, entertainment news, anything really, like, kind of feel like.
Yeah.
It's like a mosh podge of, like, various topics, I guess. That's why we call it the Spare Room Convos Podcast. And if you are back, thank you for tuning in for this show. We have quite a menu of topics here today.
A variety of things we've compiled here.
We are really getting your all's money worth and really showing we are a podcast about various things. So we have everything from some, I guess you can call them celebrity news, like celebrity relationship news. We have some shows coming up. And various other things. I don't know how I even categorize this stuff here, but let's go ahead. Let's just jump in. Brooke, do you want to tell us what our first topic is? Because I really don't. I know one person in this thing. I don't know who the other person is.
Yeah, so I'll start us off. So it's some news with Harry Jowsey and his Dancing with the Stars partner Riley. So
okay.
Now to explain who that is, Riley. I can't remember her last name for the life of me right now, but was his partner when they were on Dancing with the Stars. They had a really close, tight-knit relationship. They seemed like super flirty, and I don't know how old he is. He's like older 20s, but she's only 18. Like she
Oh wow.
Is
I think he's around
young.
like my age, I think. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So people were like, oh, they wouldn't date. Like, she's kind of young, and they were like warning her, like, he's gonna hurt you, but they had been seen like holding hands and like been just like really flirty, really hanging out a lot.
Oh.
And so people we're kind of speculating that they were dating. But Harry Jowsey just came out with his own podcast, like talking about relationships kind of, and
Interesting.
I don't know.
Okay.
Just talking about random things like that. And he brought up this because before they really have all beat around the bush, like neither of them have talked about it. People would just say, oh, you guys are so cute together, and they wouldn't say anything to like reply to any comments or anything.
But they've been seen like holding hands and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, does that mean that they're like dating, or they just like a fling ding? You know what I'm saying?
Well, right, exactly. And so like he talked about it on his podcast. He's like, I'm gonna bring it up and I'm gonna address this. Like everyone's asking about it. And basically said, like, they were never dating. They were just, like, really good friends. And he actually was dating someone while they were filming Dancing with the Stars. So, like, she knew that. And he
doesn't mean much, though.
No, exactly.
That doesn't carry much, like, weight.
Especially from him.
Yeah.
And, but apparently he had set boundaries and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. I haven't listened to the whole thing, but it seems like he wasn't really talking very fondly of her, really.
Yeah.
Like, kind of not talking about her in the, like, lightest way.
Okay.
And so I saw today actually that some news reporter, on TikTok was saying that they had both unfollowed each other. And
so there's some like drama.
Yeah, and I saw Harry had responded to someone's comment saying something like he saw her liking some not so nice comments about him and stuff, so he unfollowed her.
So he was like seeking it out though, because how do you really see that?
Right, exactly. And that like she knew he was going to talk about this on his podcast and was okay with it. But then at the same time, like, she didn't agree to, like, how he was talking about her. But then, like, now I guess they're following each other again. So, I don't know. Seems kind of weird, but...
Yeah. Well, good luck with that, Harry. She is, like, 18 and, like...
Right.
Maybe, like, the whole, like, frontal lobe part isn't really developed yet, too. So that's going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
Maybe...
No, she's, like, really sweet. I like her. And she's, like, seems like a cute girl. But they seem to have a lot of different morals. Like, she's Mormon. She had a really long-term relationship, but she broke it off while he was, like, on his mission and stuff. So I feel like she might be, like, a little religious. I don't really know, but, like, he's definitely not.
Yeah. Well, is she... I'm guessing, like, because he was dating the girl that, like, broke Dom's heart, right? Georgia? No. Am I getting like my couples mixed up? Remember that show we watched? And it was
he was dating Francesca.
No, that was Francesca. Yeah, never mind.
That was on like, what was that show?
Wasn't Georgia with someone? Like, I thought she was with someone at the end of that Perfect Match show.
Oh, so Georgia and Dom were together, but then she cheated on Dom with Harry.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so then
you're right.
Did Harry break up with Georgia for this Riley girl? Or no?
No, well, he was supposedly dating someone else, and people are speculating it's for that, what's that love show? The summer one that Francesca and Dom and them were all on.
That's on Perfect Match.
Perfect Match. Yes.
Yeah.
He's supposedly going on that and dating some girl who was just on, Love is Blind.
Interesting.
Who was the girl?
Micah?
That was like, you're gonna need an EpiPen.
Oh,
supposedly it was them.
Jessica.
Yeah,
Jess.
supposedly him and Jessica were dating during Dancing with the Stars because they were like a perfect match thing. But that's just speculation.
Hey, all I gotta say is justice for like Dom. We're like 2 years removed from that. But hey, justice for Dom,
for
man.
Exactly.
All right. Well, it looks like we got some weird drama going on with Harry Jowsey.
For sure.
I'm sure he's gonna make more headline news with the Perfect Match show. I actually forgot that he's in Perfect Match. He was going to be.
Yeah, I didn't know he was going to be either. That's just what people are saying.
Interesting. Well, he'd be good, like, fit for it.
Oh, for sure.
For what they're looking for and they're, like, casting, so.
They'd eat that up.
All right, that's weird. Okay, well, moving on to our second topic. Looks like we have some news about Dance Moms. So this is a show I have not heard about in, like, 10 years or something. Dance Moms, which is crazy.
Which is like the whole point because it's a reunion.
So a reunion's coming out.
Yes.
Or I guess it already did. It started, right? It started out already. It's on like Lifetime.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know what day it was. I want to say honestly May 1st. I don't know what day that was, but that sounds like something I had seen. But yeah, I think it's like weekly episodes that are gonna be coming out, but. It's most of the original cast, Chloe, Brooke, Paige, Kendall, Kalani, and JoJo.
Okay. JoJo's gonna be on there?
Yeah.
That's the only one I know. That's all I bet. Who's your favorite?
Some of the originals.
Who's your favorite child dancer turn adult person?
Child dancer turn adult. Well, when I watched the show, I really liked Chloe because... Justice for Chloe. She deserves so much more. She's the blonde.
She's blonde, yeah.
And her and Maddie would always go up against each other.
Yeah.
But I really like Kalani. She's like newer.
Interesting.
And she's a really good dancer.
Okay.
I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't. What are you hoping for most out of this reunion show? Like anything in mind, or is just?
I don't know. I mean, they've opened up a little bit on their own terms about, like, what it was like, but I don't know. I'm kind of just here for the drama to, like, hear what their experiences really were like and what they were thinking. Stuff. Because they were, like, kids, so, like, they didn't really speak their mind as much as, like, the moms obviously did. Right. But, I saw that they'll be, like, looking at some clips of dances and stuff and reacting to it. So that'll be interesting. Some people, Anne in the show, they were talking about how Maddie and Mackenzie aren't there at the reunion. They chose not to come.
Why? Do you know?
I saw their mom talking about something, and she was just saying, like, it's something they're not interested in, and they process that, like, in a different way, and they don't feel like talking about it. Which I can understand, especially for, like, Maddie, because she was, like, really held on a pedestal and, like, had a lot of pressure on her, and I can imagine.
Lee put her through the ringer.
No,
Lee caused her some drama.
Like, that girl has trauma for sure. So, like, I could understand not wanting to, like, constantly bring it up, especially after they've, like, maybe moved past things or, like, mended things already, not bringing it back up.
She damn near hears the name Abby and, like, starts screaming. Like, ah! In the middle of the...
But, another girl, Nia, she didn't come either.
I remember Nia.
And, she made a TikTok saying, like, the reason I'm not there is because I said no. She's like, I just don't want to do it.
I feel like that kind of fits her because she wasn't really, like, from what I remember from the show, and granted, it's just, like, 10 plus years ago. I just saw it in, like, passing. My family was watching it. But, like, she's always kind of, like, quiet, too, I guess. Like, she wasn't really part of, like, the spotlight.
Yeah.
I guess. So, I think it kind of fits her a little bit. She's like, no. Like,
right.
No, I'm chilling.
Exactly. So... yeah, I don't know. I don't blame any of them, however they want to do it.
Yeah.
JoJo was like, seemed like she's eating
like JoJo would be like, yeah, sure. Like, she'd be 100% down for it.
Exactly. But, yeah, I'm intrigued to see some of the episodes and watch it and get a little more info on it. But I loved Dance Moms growing up, so this is everything. I follow all of them. So.
When you danced, did your coach do, like, a pyramid?
No.
I always thought that was so, like, ruthless. Like,
I know.
At the bottom.
I know. Brooke and Paige, like, make jokes about it. They'll be like, we always knew we were the bottom two on the pyramid. I'm like, that's awful. Like, such an awful feeling. Like,
yeah, that's tough.
Degrade everyone based on how you performed.
I think it was the way that she, like, presented it. Like, Abby Lee, like, made a whole thing out of it. Like,
she'd be like,
if she just had, like, a whole, like, stack ranking of stuff, I feel like it wouldn't be that bad. Because, like, obviously some sports, you have, like, rankings and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, I mean...
you know what I mean? So I was like, it's kind of normal. But, like, just go through it. It's like, who's the worst of the worst this week?
It was awful.
Lisa! I was like, what? That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, moving on to another, I guess... entertainment business show type thing that surrounds kids.
Yeah.
And that's the Dan Schneider / I don't know which production company created Quiet on Set.
Can't remember either.
But if you have not heard what Quiet on Set is, it's like some sort of documentary interview based show where I forget the actual producing company, but it kind of interview a lot of child stars. Or they were child stars. Now they're like
adults.
20 to 40 years old now.
Right.
Yeah, they're pretty old now. And it's basically what's surrounding like all the messed up dark stuff that goes on behind the scenes of these like child producing shows. This one is about Nick. And it turns out that then Dan Schneider is suing Quiet on Set, saying that they defamed him. Claiming that they as in the producing company and the people, whatever, falsely portrayed him as a child predator. Well, there's video evidence that bro was weird.
If the shoe fits on.
Yeah, right.
Kind of fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how he's not. I mean, obviously, I can't remember all the names. It's been a little while since we watched the show now, but... obviously, some of the other people on the set who were, like, assistants and other producers and things for, like, iCarly and Drake and Josh, they were obviously way bigger predators.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't need to go into the details. It wasn't okay, things they did to kids, and way worse than Dan Schneider, but I think that kind of like put a mask over him and kind of shaded away from him, because at first it was focused on him, and then they're like, oh yeah, these guys did way worse, and
yeah,
he was kind of like shunned away, but it's like, whoa, let's turn back to Dan Schneider. That man's still messed up.
Yeah, he was still doing like weird stuff, like the Ariana Grande shots was weird. like, I don't know if he necessarily, like, SA'd a kid.
Right.
For example, like the other guy did, the Drake Bell. But
he was weird. Like,
he
weird
was definitely
stuff.
weird. That's what I'm saying.
Like the feet stuff. And
he's probably a child predator. Like,
no, actually. And, like, I read Jeanette McCurdy's memoir, and she talked about him, and he would just do weird things and make you feel uncomfortable and say things that she just, like, was like, I hate. And that's why she didn't come back for the iCarly reboot. She's like, no, my life was terrible on that show.
Yeah.
And
I was just trying to think through, like, if he were to get... Because I don't think he got charged with anything, right?
No.
Like, what... I don't know. I'm not much into law. Like, I don't know what criminal charge he would get, per se.
Right.
Besides, it's, like, it's being just weird as hell.
Public
with,
like,
shaming.
Right?
Like, he was like, bro, you're deemed as weird as hell. Like,
no, seriously.
People need to watch out for you, because there's something messed up with you, bro.
I mean,
like,
he got fired from Nickelodeon, so...
Yeah, I forget, like, what the... I remember during the show there was something, but I forget now. But
yeah, I don't know. And the thing is,
maybe some sort of like civil lawsuit or something like that should be placed on him or something.
Could be. But the thing is, it's also just not one person who's come out and said, like, Dan's a weirdo. Like, even adults came out and said it. Like,
here's the thing: it would never happen because she's been gone out of the public eye for like a long time. But I want to see like an Amanda Bynes interview. Dude. I feel like that's where a lot of these skeletons will come out. Seriously,
because they had a close relationship. You can tell from.
I'm pretty sure she like lived with them for a period of time or some shit like that.
So creepy. It gives me literally chills because. Yeah, and you can tell she's traumatized. Have you seen her?
Yeah, I
don't even recognize her.
She's like a shell of herself. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I feel like literally awful for her. Like something
she
happened,
went through something like a lot. She went through one bad thing many times.
Right.
You can tell.
Right.
And it was definitely linked to like Dan.
For sure.
Because he seemed like, at least for the way that the show was created or kind of like the storytelling with it, like she dealt with Dan a lot. Like Dan was like with her often. I feel like.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that like she lived with him for a period of time, or some form of living arrangement was made because that's when she was trying to get away, like from her like parents to have full control of her like self or something like that.
Yeah.
So she basically like ran away from like home. Yeah. I guess
because they were like trying to take her money and stuff.
I forget what the actual like legal term of that is. If I come to me after re-recording, but there's actually like term for that.
I know what you're talking about too. I can't think of it.
But yeah, that show is messed up. So if you watch it, make sure you have like a really tough stomach for that stuff, because it's a very heavy like show for sure. Like it's pretty heavy. I think are they coming up with more like content for that show or no?
I don't know actually. I thought there was supposed to be another episode coming out, but I never watched it or anything, and I'd never looked to see if there was. Yeah. But I think it was kind of like just a short little docuseries.
Yeah, I got you. I was looking at the time real quick. All right. So yeah, if you haven't seen Quiet on Set, go ahead, go watch that. Again, be warned. Some heavy related stuff in there. Yeah. Next on our agenda, you might have to explain this one. Actually, kind of.
Yeah, it sounds weird as I put it down in the notes. It sounds super random. So, the next topic is about an after party that I've been seeing brought up a lot on TikTok from this creator. Her name's Reagan, and it was at this music festival thing called Stagecoach. It's like Coachella but country, essentially.
Oh, really? Never heard that before. Is it new?
I have no idea. I'd actually never heard of it either, but
damn, okay.
I don't know. But there was an after party after all the concert and stuff, and it was from Revolve and this company sort thing. I don't even know what it is exactly, called Pizza Slime.
That's the name of the company?
Yeah. I actually have no idea what this company is. But apparently all the influencers know what it is. But anyways, this girl, Reagan, she posted a video. She was supposed to go to the after party. But before entering, there's like 2 entrances and there's 2 signs outside. and there's one arrow pointing one way that says more than 1 million followers, and then one pointing the other way that says less than 1 million followers.
Well, I have more than 1 million, so I would have been okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, people were like shading Revolve because like they don't even have 1 million followers. Revolve is like a clothing kind of brand.
They're like, wait a second, you don't even have 1 million.
Right. But apparently it's more of like pizza slimes, like joke and their like I don't know, their
That's so weird.
Aesthetic. I don't even know what word to use.
Don't follower shame me.
Exactly. Well, that's what people were saying. But then there was apparently other signs in the party that were like pointing towards the bathroom. That was like pee pee poo poo area and like stuff like that. Like weird, just other weird signs. Like apparently that's Pizza Slime's thing. But I don't really know them or whatever. I just think the whole thing was weird.
I would have just left.
Yeah. I would have been like...
I wanted a quick...
But
what?
People were also saying apparently it was just like there, like the entrances led to the same place. So I don't really.
They just wanted to know that, like, hey, if you have less than 1 million, you're shit. Right. Okay, exactly. Just know just you walk down the left hallway here.
Feel you shame. Suck. Exactly. Like
that's
weird.
Wild. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like. That's kind of my thoughts on this drug. Like, I mean, it's kind of silly to get mad about. People are like, I get it. Like, you know, they didn't have to do that, but like, if there was a sign that said like, if you have 1 million here and less than 1 million, walk this way, I'd be like, okay, like,
right? You
know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna get mad about it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's a silly thing to get mad about.
I mean, and the girl who filmed it, she's like, I'm leaving, but she has over 1 million followers, so like, I think she was just upset that they were doing
like, they're
that,
not like. I think it's a silly thing to put up, right? Silly thing for them to do. It's also a silly thing to, like, get mad about. Yeah. Too. Like, I just feel like at that point, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little bit of a, you know, arse. But I feel like the girl that was mad about it, that had over 1 million, it's kind of like, pick me a little bit. Like, this is just a big deal. Oh, you're doing all that stuff. It's like... I think there's bigger problems, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah. And that's what some other influencers are saying is like, okay, you must have not, like, known the brand because that's what they're known for is kind of just, like, being goofy and sarcastic and making those kind of jokes.
They're like, listen, you can't eat food if you have less than 1 million followers. That's one thing. Because you're really, like, discriminatory. It's a weird thing to discriminate against. But, like, you're taking something away and put another group, like... giving something to another like group based off of certain thing. They're just like walk down this door or open up this door, walk down this hallway because you have less than 1 million. Like at least the same place is like okay, like, right? It's a weird thing for them to do, but it's also like a weird thing to get mad. Like I won't necessarily. I'd be like, oh wow, like okay. I wouldn't be like, oh wow. I'd be like, all right.
And I'll go in or leave, like do whatever. Yeah.
And I feel like that woman getting mad. It's just like.
Yeah.
It's not that big of like a deal.
No. I don't think so either.
Yeah. I don't know. But again, maybe I'm just being like a arse, and sometimes I am an arse.
I don't know.
And I'm saying arse because watch this segue. Because of the show Baby Reindeer.
Stop.
You like that?
That was good.
Yeah, that was good, right?
I didn't know where you were going with that actually, but now I know.
So to bring this full circle, if you don't know, Baby Reindeer is a show on Netflix that's set in somewhere in Europe, London. Yeah. Set in like London. So obviously they say different terms as us bloody like Americans do. You know, they use arse and mate and whatever. Yeah. Fish and chips and stuff like that. The show Baby Reindeer is something that I want to talk about because it really messed me up.
It was really weird.
It like going back to the whole like Dan Schneider and Quiet on Set thing. Like this has some heavy topics. Like it's
no seriously.
I thought it would be like lighthearted, like yeah, no, this whatever. Guy. No, it's a full blown like there's some dark stuff in it. Quiet on Set. Baby Reindeer is about a guy that gets stalked by a serial stalker. Like
woman
yeah. stalker. And like he kind of like plays along with it for most of the show because like he has some back end issues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like just craving like attention, approval kind of type of stuff. He goes through like really, really horrible stuff during it. And that's kind of brought out towards the end of the show. I don't want to give out too much here, but it's a very, very good show.
Yeah, it is.
Because of the way they kind of like developed the plot. Like,
yeah, they did a really good job.
The build up of it. Because first it was kind of like funny, lighthearted, ha, this guy's getting stalked by this bigger lady. It's so funny, ha. And then it's like, it gradually just like gets darker and darker, and you don't really see it coming.
No, you don't.
Till it happens, you're like, what was that?
No, seriously, we were watching it one night, and I'm like, we need to be done for tonight because
you need to be done for tonight.
I can't watch it. I'll start dreaming and having scary dreams. But seriously though, we stopped because mostly because of me again, but it just gets. Like, it takes a turn, and you don't expect it to happen.
Yeah, it gets messed up.
They're, like you're saying, at first, it's, like, funny, and, like, him and the stalker kind of almost have a friendship at first. Mm-hmm. But then, it gets very dark, and he has his own traumas that make it even worse, and it's just like, oh, this is a crazy story. And it's, like, supposedly based off a true story, right?
Yeah, it says, before like it goes, like it says it's based on like a true story. So whoever went through that in real life, bro, I'm sorry.
No, seriously.
Like it's pretty heavy stuff, and it actually scored a 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Dang.
That's how good it was.
Yeah, it was really good, and it's like relatively short, right?
Yeah, it's like 8 episodes.
Yeah,
it's a limited series.
It took us like 2 days to watch or something. Like it was pretty short. Yeah,
it was pretty like it's pretty easy watch too. Yeah. Maybe 40 minutes per like episode.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, so it scored 100% Rotten Tomatoes, and then 91% of the audience liked it. 8 out of 10 on IMDb score website, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So yeah, I think it's for sure like worth a watch. It's actually the number 1 popular / most searched show on streaming today. Nice. So, watch it.
Watch it, yeah.
Watch it if you can stomach it, because there's some serious stuff in there.
Yeah, maybe like some trigger warnings.
Yes, like, definitely some heavy stuff in there.
Yeah.
I was just looking through the cast list, see if I recognize. I didn't recognize anyone there.
I didn't either.
I mean, if you're from London and somehow you're watching this, maybe you will know them.
I mean, they chose
more than us.
Great actors and actors. I feel like
the cast was good.
Really, like, understand the story.
It's so many like layers to it. It's so many good like stuff. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, Baby Reindeer, watch it. It's on Netflix. Definitely, probably the best overall show we've seen this year so far.
It really is.
I'm trying to think back to like all the different shows we have. It's probably up there.
Yeah.
Next, we have 2 more items here. Brooke, do you want to cue us in for this one?
Yeah, so I'm sure many people have seen this on TikTok because it has like millions of views. I don't know how many now. And there's a couple videos out
because
now.
It's crazy.
Someone we already had kind of brought up just a tiny bit was Francesca. I can't remember her last name.
Francesca Fargo, yeah.
Probably know her. She's like a bombshell girl, been on a bunch of reality TV shows. Bunch of people like her. We've had our turns at hating on her, especially during Perfect Match. But
oh my gosh.
Anyways.
What a wreck.
But she's now expecting with her partner, and they are talking about baby names that they like, and it's really taken the internet by storm.
Yeah,
because
it's crazy. They're crazy names.
Some interesting names. So if you haven't seen it, here are some of them. So start off some not too bad, but still like Okay. It's a little out there. Heart and Lovely.
Why not just like liver?
Liver could be good. Livy.
Livy.
That's also one thing. I'm sorry. We keep laughing because every name she says is like a name, but then it has to have like a nickname.
She's more obsessed with the nickname than like the legal name.
No, actually.
Like if a name does not have what she thinks a cute nickname to it, it's no.
It's not a good
It's
name.
no.
Another name. One that's interesting. Baby.
What would be a nickname for that?
Bay.
B?
BB.
Oh my god.
Some others. She said she really likes weekday and month.
Oh my god.
Like Sunday and Monday. I have heard people naming Sunday. And some months, like June.
Well, that's like
June,
that's been around.
or May.
June, she's been around.
Any other months? I don't know. But she said she likes November, nicknamed Novi.
Novi, yes. Oh my gosh. November.
Another interesting one, Stone.
That's pretty interesting.
Not awful.
Yeah.
I don't hate that one. This one.
I don't hate that one.
Afternoon.
Okay, that's probably the worst one. When she said that in the TikTok, I lost it. I was
Yeah.
like, afternoon? Like, come afternoon?
Yeah, it was.
I'm surprised you didn't say like morning.
She'd probably like that one.
I'm actually surprised she didn't say that.
I am shocked too.
Or like, I mean, and one that's actually not bad. It's like Sky. Like I can see that
I
one.
like that. I know a Skylar, or I've had Sky Lee. Like
Afternoon.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that one is truly
How,
that one.
What nickname would you even say for afternoon?
Didn't she say like noonie or noon? Or After.
I'm so sorry for
Nickname
this first
after, I think
kid.
she said actually.
I'm so sorry.
When she said baby, that one truly got me. Like, you're gonna name your kid
Baby.
baby. Like, people in the comments are like, remember, we're naming 40-year-olds. Like, your child is not gonna be a baby forever.
Can you imagine being 50 with the name Afternoon?
No. Or baby. Hi, my name's Baby.
Hi, my name's David. Hi, I'm Afternoon. Or you pop on like a Zoom call for work. Everyone just, quick, introduce themselves. Hi, I'm Afternoon Vargas. I work in sales comp.
No, seriously. Like, so weird. And a couple to round us out here. Proper or Darling.
Darling, jeez.
And
Proper, what?
another one that they really liked was Orca. Like the whale.
Yeah.
Is it Orca a whale?
Orca is a whale. It is definitely a whale.
Yeah.
What happened to this like Bible names like John?
Bible.
What happened to Peter?
I don't
Paul?
know. It's just like, to me,
I was kidding.
I mean, name your kid whatever you want, I guess. But like, these don't seem like names.
No, they're things.
Like,
They're things in like occurrences.
like I don't even want to say like maybe Stone.
Stone seems like a cool one, but like you gotta be a badass if your name is Stone.
I mean, okay, and I know it's cringe the November with Novi, but I've heard like Nova.
Yeah, Nova's been around for a while.
But like that's the only thing I could think of.
No,
The rest
they're
of
coming
them,
up.
I'm like,
I'm surprised they didn't say like Charger. Chargy?
Chargy.
Microphone.
Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey. So cute. It's literally what you sound like the whole time.
I should find some more. They had like done a couple other TikToks too, like with more names.
Why
I was
not like Moon? They didn't say this ain't Moon.
That's honestly cool.
It's actually cool.
I like that one.
Watch them like name it like Moon or something.
I just feel
Moon
like
rocks.
I just feel like they're trying to be like so meta. Like it really doesn't have
They're
to
really
be
trying. They're really trying too hard.
that bad. But also, like, I don't know. I know I don't go around sharing baby names that we've talked about, but like people gatekeep baby names. Like they don't share names.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know why either. And I saw this other girl like posting like a TikTok of like, oh, girl names that I like and would use, and I'm pregnant right now. And I'm like, yeah, why do we have to hide the names?
Yeah.
Like, if you like a name, just use it.
I don't know what the reason is.
I don't
Maybe
know.
someone can explain that. Like, if you out there in the void of like a world,
Yeah.
and you gatekeep to your baby's name, can you tell us why in the comments?
Please.
Like this, because like no one's gonna like. Yeah, people might use it,
Yeah.
but like once they see like that name anyways,
Like,
they don't
someone
use
still
it
might take that name.
sometime, right?
Like, I've seen names where I've jotted them down before that people...
I want that to be my like mission now. Is just ruin some parents' day and just, like have a baby at the same time as them and name the same thing.
That'd be crazy.
That's probably why, right? Because what other reason why people would gatekeep? Because then, like, someone you can tell someone, but like necessarily,
I mean,
like, doesn't matter.
That would be a little weird, though.
What?
Like, if we were having a baby and then, like, we told somebody, like, hey, we're naming our baby John, but then they're like, oh, now I like that. We're gonna name our baby John.
That's probably the
kind
reason
of-
why they like gatekeep for the
It
most
kind of
part,
pissed
right?
me off a little.
But for most people, like, it doesn't really apply because, like, you could be telling like a 70-year-old the baby's name, like they can't have a kid. They're 70. Like, what's that
Well,
matter?
yeah, like, I'd probably tell my family.
I don't know. Like, what are the odds that gets that name that you chose gets filtered down to another couple that's pregnant at the same time?
Yeah.
Especially for them, since they're like famous, right? They'll never meet those people unless
Yeah.
like they maybe in their inner circle of
And people will
celebrities,
probably take their name. Like, I know people do that.
who would even want to like have this thing. Like someone would be like, yeah, I like it, but be like, oh well, they're also using it, so that'd be kind of weird. But like we could literally have a kid and copy their baby's name. They would never know.
Right, that's what I'm saying, is like, people take famous people's names all the time.
I just don't get it. It's like the eighth wonder of like the world, like the baby name drama.
Yeah. I feel like it's definitely a thing. I feel like it's been a thing for a while, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they want to keep it personal because that's what I would do. I'd be like, oh, I just want to keep it like a secret until it happens.
Yeah.
That'd be like my thing. Like I just want to tell anyone yet because we want the world to be shocked, like our family to be shocked. Like
Yeah.
what?
What do you think about, like, gatekeeping the gender?
That I can see too because it's all in the element of like surprise.
Yeah.
I can see it. Do I care to keep it secret? No.
Yeah, same.
Do I care to keep the baby name a secret? No. But I can see why you would.
Yeah. I think that'd be fun. Just because we'd be, like, the only ones that would know.
Yeah. Or it's like a step further. We wouldn't even know.
No. That'd give me anxiety, I think.
See what happens. It's like old school ways. Just pop out and see, all right. Do you have a Joe or a Jill? Like, is this here?
Stop.
All right. If you stuck out this long, thank you. We have one more topic, and I promise we are done. We got to talk about some rap beef going on.
Yes.
Like, between Drake and Kendrick. Now, I'm not that big of, like, I like hip-hop, I like rap. Do I know, like, all the ins and outs, the history of stuff? No. Okay. But I've been on Twitter for the past week. I guess almost a month now it's been going on.
Is it really?
Yeah, because it
gosh.
took him, like, 2 or 3... When I say him, Kendrick. Took 2 or 3 weeks for him to come out with his first diss track in response to Drake.
Oh, wow.
So, if you guys don't know what's going on, which I don't know how you would not, but if you don't, I can't even tell you the song off the top of my head, but Kendrick Lamar featured on like a song, and he said a really smooth line of "There's no big three, there's only big me,"
Hell yeah.
because Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick are seen as the big 3 rappers. So you're pretty much saying like there's no big 3, there's only big me, Kendrick. And Drake was like, oh. No, first J. Cole came out with something, then he removed it, deleted it, apologized to Kendrick. Drake was like, okay, I'll step in here. He came out with a little diss track. Actually, I enjoyed it. It was good.
Which one is it?
It was push-ups.
Oh, yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah, I like that one. Then he came out with another one. It's like an AI generated song, perhaps. Like he wrote the lyrics, or I guess him and his team wrote the lyrics. And then they use Tupac's and Snoop Dogg's voice. They kind of troll Kendrick Lamar because they're all from like the West Coast.
Okay.
So they kind of, whatever, right?
That's interesting.
And then Taylor Swift dropped her album.
Hell yeah, she did.
So Kendrick and his team's like, well, we obviously can't drop now because, like Taylor Swift just dropped. So if we drop our diss track, it'll be like brought down the list, right?
Brought to the track.
No one's gonna know about it because Taylor Swift just dropped, right?
Yeah.
So then he waited a little bit, and then like he started dropping bombs. And, like,
he said something.
Yeah, and for like the record, like this is my belief. I don't think Drake would necessarily win in like a pure rap battle with Kendrick because Kendrick more of like the lyrical type of rapper, like the deep cuts, right? Yeah. But Drake is like he makes bops. He makes hits. Like that's what he is, right?
That's my takeaway from this. Is like his sound better.
Right, because he's making songs to sound good for like charts per se, like for like the people, the fans. And Kendrick's like, no, I just hate you, bro. And here's like his rap talk. Like I don't care about this song being played at the bar, the club, people's radios. I don't give a f. Like I just hate you. Here's this and this, right? So
yeah, he went.
Yeah, so and he's still like going. So like it's Sunday. We were recording this May 5th. Drake drops on, I think it was Friday night. Friday night, he dropped a diss track in response to Kendrick's like 2 that he dropped over the past like week or so, right?
Dang, yeah.
It was like a 7-minute one. You can tell him and his team put a whole lot of work behind it. They had a whole like video created for it and everything. He's probably like, yeah, this is it. Like this is a dagger. Like what's up? This is my big hitter, right?
Yeah.
Literally 30 minutes after Drake released that, Kendrick came out with his
30 minutes?
Yes. So this was all going on. This was happening around like close to like midnight. I think on Friday. I'm pretty sure it was like either Thursday or Friday.
Jeez.
So like Drake's in there like, yeah, I feel good. I dropped my 7-minute track. Kill Kendrick. What's up? It's over.
Oh my god.
And then Kendrick, hold on, bam.
Kendrick was steady ready.
Yeah, he was ready, right? So one like that brought a lot of attention from Drake's diss out because no one could even like breathe it in at that point, right? You're listening to it, you're like, okay, like he didn't even let it like settle. He was like, bam, here's mine, right?
Yeah.
People were like, damn, what? And he went crazy in that one. And then this must happen Friday because Saturday morning he released another one, or it was like Saturday like evening. He released another one.
Kendrick did?
Yes. Okay, so Kendrick released another one. Which is wild because that kind of tells me the one that he dropped on Friday night right after Drake, like he might have had that ready and waiting for Drake to drop, but wasn't in response to that diss track.
Yeah.
Right? He just had it ready.
He just had another one ready.
Yeah, like generic, he was just saying generic stuff towards Drake and that one, right?
Yeah.
The one he released on Saturday was in direct response to the diss that Drake dropped on Friday.
Yeah.
So he woke up. Like first he probably listened to it Friday night, right? He's like, okay, whatever. I'll think about this more tomorrow. Yeah. He woke up, poured himself some like Cheerios, sitting there, he was listening to it. It's like, okay. He
said, I'm ready to go.
As he's like eating their breakfast, he's writing shit out, right? He's like, all right, got it. Metro, come on. And then they hop in the studio. Well, I think he used Mustard as the producer in that one. But anyway, so he did that in direct response to one that Drake dropped. So he's just like, bam, bam, bam. Like he's living like the damn studio right now. Like he's just writing stuff like out. Then he said he's still not like done, right?
Oh my god!
And the whole time Drake is just posting memes. like I don't know if he's gonna come out with another one.
Oh my god! Yeah, when does it end?
When Kendrick says it's done, and he still got more. So he really hates his man.
He does.
But the thing is too, like I kind of knew, and I think a lot of fans knew that like Drake wouldn't necessarily be able to hang with Kendrick as a rapper, maybe as a song maker, like making bops, I guess.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But like not as a pure rapper, right? If they were standing on like stage and rapping, like Kendrick would like murder him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some like 8 Mile stuff. Like it would not work out well. But the thing is, Drake is losing the internet battle too. Because usually, like, he has a couple funny lines and people take that run with it. Like, remember he said that whole line about Metro? Like, Metro showed up and make some drums.
Yeah.
People were like, I don't know, about a couple weeks, so funny, Drake, so funny. Making memes out of it, right? But now he's a meme, right? So now people are making memes. Like, I saw a meme on Twitter. It was a picture of Drake's house and it said owned by Kendrick.
I saw that too.
Yeah. So like now he's like the whole butt of the joke now.
Yeah.
Right? So he's losing like the internet battle. Usually he wins the internet battle, right? I feel like the only time he really lost was when Pusha T announced that he was hiding his like son, right? People were like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like, damn, like you can't really come back from that. It's raps, you know what I mean? But this is the first time, like, now, like, people are, like, making fun. Well, like, it's not the first time. People have always made fun of, like, Drake, per se, right? But it's always, like, different stuff. Like, oh, he's just, like, freaky. You know, people always say stuff about him like that. But, like, you know, he'll come out with a song and say some catchy lines, like, I love my bed, I'm a mom, I'm sorry. People run with that. Big captions on every IG picture and stuff like that, right? People now using Kendrick's quotes that making fun of him on IG captions. So it's like... You know what I mean? So I think for him, like, I don't know if you can respond to, like, win this battle per se, but, like, if I were him, I also come out with a song maybe to kind of do, like, damage control, but make it, like a bop, right? Because then you're, like, to the fans, like, the generic fans, they're like, okay, yeah, he has a good song, right? So kind of lower the blow a little bit. Yeah. But we all know, like, if you're, like a hip-hop culturist, right? Like, you live and breathe hip-hop and stuff like that. You know Kendrick killed this. Like, Kendrick murdered him, right? Yeah. So, in the eyes of, like, pure hip-hop fans, it's over, right? But in terms of, like, the general fan base of music, you can kind of still say face a little bit with them. Right, they're probably like... And mask it by putting out, like, a really good hit. Yeah. So... I could see that. I don't know what strategy he goes with. I feel like he has to say something at some point. But if he doesn't, I kind of get it because at this point, like, it's already over. Yeah. But at the same time, like, you can't really roll over and keep, like, if Kendrick does come out with more tracks, like, you can't just, like, roll over and just let him keep, like, saying this stuff. At some point, like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta get up and swing back at some point. Right. That's what I think, but I don't know. But I get that. That was a quick 10-minute rant on the history. Yes. It's not over yet, I don't think, because literally Kendrick is going to come out with maybe even one like tonight. Who even knows? I think I saw stuff that he might come out with one on Sunday or like Monday again. Oh my gosh, seriously? Yeah. He's got them ready now. He took his time those 2 weeks and he said, I'm cooking up. He had a whole list of them ready. I'm dead. Crazy. Well, do you have anything else to add? We're done here. I feel like it was a good, lengthy episode. We had lots of good topics. I said my piece. All right, me too. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Again, if this is your first time here, thank you. If you return here to watch another show, I don't know what you are thinking, but thank you for that. Again, I'm Brendyn. This is Brooke. This is Brooke. And we're the Spare Room Convos Podcast, and we will see y'all next time. Bye, guys.